Hello and welcome to another video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. This time I wanted to take a look at the new submersibles added in patch 4.2 and the submersible voyages in general, how they work and what it takes to craft a submarine. So recipe wise, you're going to need crafting classes of at least level 50 for alchemy, armourer, blacksmith, carpenter and goldsmith. Even if you brought all of the items from a market board instead of crafting anything yourself, they can only be turned in by a crafter of the required level specified by that recipe. Certain ingots, for example, may require the crafter to be a level 50 armourer to turn them in. You will also need to be in a free company, obviously, and create the blueprint for the submersible prototype before you begin. Once you have that, go over to your fabrication station and start work on a part of the project. Submersibles have 4 different components: a hull, bridge, stern, and a bow. Each of these is a separate craft and consists of 3 separate stages each. Here is a list of all of the materials needed, but obviously I will link this in the description of the video because it's vast and to go through it all would take well over an hour. In short, work your way through each of the 3 phases for every piece until that section, be it a hull or whatever, is crafted. Now, you can buy and sell the completed parts of the submarine on the market board. At the current time on my server, the average price to buy a hull, for example, is around 6 to 7 million gil each. But obviously crafting the whole thing is going to be a lot cheaper if you have the time to invest into it. I leveled up my own crafters myself, as I was really the only one in the free company who wanted to really put the effort in to do it. However, you do need at least 4 free company members in a light party with you inside the workshop on crafting classes, even if they're only level 1, just for you to turn in items towards the completion of certain part of the submarine. So bear that in mind. It's designed for groups to do, and not for me in this particular instance to do alone, but I did it anyway. Once you have gloriously finished all 4 parts of your submarine, which took me about 2 weeks, it's time to assemble it together. That's done over here at the Voyage control panel. Here you can assign a new submersible vessel with a dive credit. These are obtained from the resident caretaker NPCs in your housing zone. Here's the one inside Shirogane. These are purchased via company credits. Come back and register that submarine. It's going to ask us for a name, so in the interest of being mature and thoughtful about the sheer depth of the expanse we are attempting to voyage into, let's call it the Deep Penetration. Yeah, that sounds like a nice mature name for a submarine. A vessel worthy of the depths. You can now even paint certain parts of the submarine different colours for fun. The list here allows for name changes, to dismantle the submarine into separate parts, upgrade its parts, see your voyage history and the maps you have unlocked, and obviously send your submarine on missions to the briny deep itself. These journeys will require ceruleum tanks, which are obtainable from the mammoth NPC that stood right behind you. Generally, the further the sub is going, the more ceruleum it will require for that mission, and ceruleum does cost company credits to purchase as well. On the voyage screen we can see a list of possible destinations. More are unlocked on this map via completing a dive in the available areas on this list. The cost of the trip in ceruleum, how long the mission will take, and you will also see the EXP rewards from each mission. Choosing a destination and deploying the submarine will send it on its merry penetrating way, and will show you this cute cutscene of it leaving, which everyone who is inside the workshop will see at this time. Now, like retainer missions, we wait for the specified amount of time. 12 to 16 hours later, my submarine returned from its first voyage, and the rewards from my trip to the Deep Sea Site 1 voyage returned me 16 Battle Dance Materia 2s and 16 Quick Tongue Materia 2s, which isn't that good, is it? Along with experience that ranked up my submarine to rank 2, and a discovery of a brand new dive site. So obviously the first rewards are going to be pretty awful. These things are worth very little, but the rank up allowed me to go to another dive site I've just discovered. Eventually certain sites require certain submarine ranks, so it's important to rank these up. Sometimes your submarine may get damaged and will require you to repair parts of it, and there's various upgrades you can do to the actual submarine to increase its performance with higher level items. But so far I have found a helpful Google Doc that I will link below, which the community over at the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit have contributed towards, which maps out all of the rewards people have obtained from each mission thus far, including the Polyp Jellyfish minion, which eventually I shall be doing a video on when I get it myself. There are rumours of future mounts to be added to this mode as well, so it will likely pay for itself eventually from the investment that I placed into this craft. It's a fun little thing, it's a shame you cannot pilot the craft yourself, those days are a long way from us, and it's a glorified retainer mission system. But it was actually a great amount of fun to put together and a huge sense of accomplishment when I finished crafting mine. In the coming weeks I'll update you on my voyages, but for now I will simply thank you kindly for watching. Let me know what you think about submersible missions below, and I'll see you all next time.